Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Monday, August 7th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. Segregated witness will lock in tomorrow. Only 195 blocks needed for a lock-in. Very exciting for Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was up as well, perhaps due to the segregated witness announcement tomorrow. The price was up 3.93%, with a last of 33.59. A high of 34.03 and a low of 31.93. The price of Bcash was up as well, with it reaching highs of 340 USD on Kraken and a low of 256 on Bitfinex. Bitcoin is now worth nearly 3 times more than an ounce of gold. I remember when it was only 1-to-1. I remember when it was less than 1-to-1. I wonder if it'll ever be 1-to-1 again. Probably not. Road to 10,000. How the Bitcoin price broke 3,000 and what's ahead. The commenter predicts that we could hit $10,000 a coin within 3 years. And finally, shopping mall bans Bitcoin and Ether mining as merchants run up bills. A shopping mall in Korea has banned their merchants from mining Bitcoin and Ethereum in their stores, saying that there's a fear of fire, as well as charging the merchants for the additional electricity costs. There's no such thing as free power. We're also joined by Tone Vase for a check of the markets. How's it going, Tone?
Oh man, going good. I had a good morning, woke up, glanced at the price of Bitcoin, and everything looks amazing. So now we're looking at the weekly charts. And what we have here is, I really wanted a little more time to hang around the 3,200 area, because once you go up too high too fast, bad things usually happen. People rush in and buy, and then they get grossly disappointed because the price goes down. But your observation that this may have to do with segregated witness, imminent lock-in, is reasonable. I mean, that is good. Now, my numbers here, like I said, call for 6 more weeks of upside after this week. So this week just began. So who knows how far it will get. I will comment on one thing. Those that are very observant will see this very light line. If I double click on it and I give it a little more color, this is a weekly trend line. And I thought we would never, ever reach this trend line and it would completely get away from us, because this is my weekly chart, correct? Oh, I'm sorry, this is the daily chart. I'm going to zoom out. This is the daily chart. And this trend line is coming in from my weekly chart, which I happen to... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not ready today. I was playing around with my charts too much. Here we go. This was the line that was showing you right there. And this is the weekly chart line. And if I zoom out on the weekly, oops, man.
All over the place today.
I am all over the place today. All right, never mind. I accidentally moved the line when I was messing with my charts. So never mind on that. So here is the weekly chart. And the weekly chart is still calling for 6 more weeks of upside, but this week is one of the 6 weeks. This is what happens when I was testing the indicator last night, which is finally ready, by the way. I'll be talking more about that on other channels. So this week this week is part of the 6 more weeks of upside. And here is the daily chart. I'll adjust that line later. Here is the daily chart. And on the daily chart, things do look a little bit different in that this right here is a 5 starting off today. So because this 5 is a little bit higher than I expected, this may be a little trickier for a 9 sell indication, because that 9 would have to be higher than the 5. That can really put us way, way, way up there, okay? I'll need to adjust this line later. Must have accidentally moved it. But here is the weekly chart. And so I did have it right on the weekly chart. And the weekly chart is looking interesting in that, like, there's just upside. Like, I'm not worried about Bitcoin right now. Like, even though Bcash is doing its thing, still hanging in there, it's just not scary at all. I mean, Bitcoin is on fire. I see nothing slowing it down. Yeah, so sorry about my mess up this morning, but back to you, Thomas.
Bitcoin Cash isn't scary, but I do know a lot of people that are hedging their bets and still holding on to some of their Bcash in case it goes up. What do you think about that, Tom?
I honestly, I don't think one should do that. I think a lot of people are still holding on to their Bcash, mostly because they haven't split their coins yet, because it is a little scary and it is a little tricky. I know I'm still trying to recover like a very old private key. There's not that much on it, but I'm trying to recover it because I made that backup a long time ago, and I'm still trying to get to it. And if I can get to it, this week before I go on my travel schedule, I'll probably take the Bcash and sell it for any price it's available. But other than that, I will accidentally end up holding some Bcash into the future. So maybe it'll be like a Ethereum situation. Look, you can get lucky. You can hold it and get lucky, but the real money's been made. Many people have cleared 20%, 15%, 10%. And even right now with the pop in Bcash, it's still trading at like 0.07 to Bitcoin. And I just can't see that going up against Bitcoin. Might go up in dollar terms, but not against Bitcoin terms.
All right. Thanks for that analysis, Tone. And thanks for everyone for watching and giving us a thumbs up and a share. We have around 482 live viewers. It's going to be a short show again today. Jimmy's unavailable. But thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Today in Bitcoin. Bye-bye.